transfer that into team fights as a general rule of thumb. If you're chasing people down, Baka and Nemesis start to come into the equation.
It's niche, but I want to see that double Aphrodite now. We'll see. It's a battle for first in the Chaos Division, and it starts here in game number 1 with J-Mac in Mifflin.
It is an undefeated Oni Warriors and a Jade Dragons on the rise to see who may be able to take that first seed spot after a win today.
Panatom certainly the playmaker here for the Warriors.
Lasbra and now Panatom join the left side. It's going to be a 3v3 at the shield buff. Heals from Mike. Blink by Panatom to the back. No ultimates available as it's only level 3s. Fast dash from the Dragons will get them out of danger. Lasbra, though, does miss out on being healed up by Mike. Turn and burn maybe onto Panatom if this stuns, and it does. Slice and dice and an auto after Lasbra strikes first blood. Netroid not going to continue the fight after. Instead, dashes away. But now might be in danger. Another heart bomb is there. Netroid goes down. It's 2 for the Dragon. It does open up for the Oni Warriors in a potential mid fight. And maybe not only mid, it'll be on the left side. Vote has already used his beads, and Panatom will show up for the party. We'll blink right past a couple of autos on the Vote. An ultimate drop through. Could mean a commit to Mike. The minions walk in. A couple more autos needed, but not a full commit from the Oni Warriors. They'll take their one and back away.
Himself, but Jake was connected to Netroid and had just used the kiss previously to stun, so had to wait a bit longer. Mike, though, sticks around.
And Mike will go down. This one to Netroid. Credit for the kill, but with Panatom sticking by, invades the purple buff and gets the kill that he was aiming for just prior. The Oni Warriors have now tied the game back up for a gank on Vote. Unsure if Vote knows if they're standing by. Based on the way he's moving, he feels like something's ready to go, and unfortunately he's walked right in, but dashes into a wall, gets caught out, and Panatom will jump down in. The 3-man rotation of the Warriors pays off as they find their pick.
Rotate, let's play, let's make it happen, and let's make it happen now as a team.
And Vote doesn't have the beads, doesn't have an ultimate. He's got some backup from the team. Argus, it's not enough though. Panatom and SOT, who jumps down off the horse, stuns out Mike, but Nika's causing a lot of damage in the middle of everybody, pumping out that AoE shot. And now the Jade Dragons might try and find an opportunity to fight back in. Lasbra's full HP, and Mike is topping off the rest of the team, but the Oni Fury close. But it goes to the Oni Warriors. They back themselves away. They've left Jake, who might go down if not for the ultimate. Triple dash out of Nika and an ult from Lasbra to start funneling their way through. Panatom farming up the buff while Netroid goes down. Sot may be the next one to fall as Dardes picks up the double. Make it a triple for the mid laner of the Jade Dragons. Jake low. Lasbra will snag away the 4th kill. It's an objective for the Warriors, but 4 kills for the Dragons.
A fight that erupts around the gold might lead to something more significant. Fire Giant, it's already down to half.
Panatom's got Blink and Runic Bomb. Could get in for the fight. Instead, he's trying to box up against Nika. But SOT is here to try and steal it away. The Dragons do get fire, and they'll find the pick onto SOT as well. And in one fell swoop, Mifflin, the Jade Dragons have not only found a massive fight on the left side of the map, they rotate over and they take fire for all contests. SOT and Panatom stepped up. It might have to be the same, but there's 5 of the Oni Warriors this time in. Nika with a fast dash out, but SOT, he stepped on the gas pedal, has gone in. It's on to Dardes this time. He's been doing so much in these fights. He's already been forced away. Pagon in the Cthulhu, but look at the damage that Lasbra's caused the backline. He's been left alone. It's SOT to take him down.
Netroid on the retreat, doesn't have dash anymore. We'll need a bit of peel here. Pagon left in the backline as well. D-transform, and Aegis only buys him a second.
No, the stun, it's Netroid too, and that's a beads pop by the ADC. Fast dash gets Netroid out. The Oni Warriors live for a moment, finds the root on Nika. That gives him some distance, but the contagion procs plus the mire after. Nika finds a double kill in the fight. Panatom on the way as well. That's a Runic Bomb still in pocket. If they can buy long enough for Panatom to come through with the steal, but Mike's got one too. It might just come down to the Runic Bomb confirm. Ultimate from SOT to try and slow down the carries. The Dragons get the fire, but can they get the fight after? Panatom chopping away, but it's not enough damage. Nika is just too tanky up against this Bakasura, as it is the bomb from Mike that secures the fire, and the Jade Dragons make it out.
The exact same space that Nika will, which in of itself very valuable.
SOT committed to this fight. Nika to the back line, and now Pagon transforms. By the time he gets up, he's already at a quarter health, and he is gone. 1 Eldritch Horror off the map, and now maybe an awesome Jake as well. The Aphrodite's so low, one more swing would do it, but he's out. Panatom is not. It's a double kill for Dardes. 5 in a row for the Hera, Undying, the mid laner for the Dragons. And with 5 still standing tall, the Jade Dragons can push right in. Netroid transform, push back into the fountain. The Jade Dragons alive and healthy. Awesome Jake without an ultimate might not have enough time as the Dragons keep up their push. A triple stun from the Heart Bomb. Jade Dragons, unless a miracle comes through, unless enough damage from Netroid is there, the Dragons will take game number 1.
Warriors just could not find their kills at all. The damage output just was not there. Seems when the early game has been stunted, the Jade Dragons can come out ahead. That was a clear strategy from the Jade Dragons.
He does a lot of damage even when he's not over there. I think that the Dragons, they've got something good going for him here.
The Jade Dragons, are they on the verge of 2-0ing the undefeated Oni Warriors, or are we going to 3? We'll find out with J-Mac, Miff, and Doug.
That's right. We jump into game 2 between the Warriors and the Dragons. The Warriors 1 game away from maybe losing that undefeated start that they have kicked off. And
where anybody's standing during these longer objective dances.
Nika under fire. SOT dash forward. A pull back in by Panatom. And near max range is enough to get the job done. Lasbra finds the double taunt to pull Panatom in. One more hit on the Susano, and that will do it. Lasbra turns it around and makes it a 1-for-1 trade.
We'll slow down the build a bit, and we'll slow down Lasbra on map, sacrificing a bit of movement speed.
Mike pulled back. Scarab's Blessing keeps him alive for only a moment's notice. He dashes into a wall and then punished by the rest of the Oni Warriors. The 3-man surrounding of the Capri is just too much for Mike to handle.
Is pulled. The Jade Dragons slowly moving in.
Boat rolls in. And that's enough for the Oni Warriors to back away. Jake dashes in. He's used both of his dashes to try and catch Mike, and it's left Netroid by himself. A couple of snipes from Vodon to do it. One snipe's all that it takes. He's still got 2 more just to fire out for good measure. On top of Awesome Jake, the Dragons have found a crucial pick to stop this Fury.
Man, Netroid just got clotheslined there.
Fury on the other side. You can see Lasbra and Vote are there. The Warriors, SOT steals the Pyro away? What did he throw the umbrella out maybe to get the steal there? SOT stops the Dragons for a moment. Maybe now a punish onto Awesome Jake. Pulled back in, but he is tanky, not tanky enough. PBM credited to the kill this time through. Dardes will back away. The Dragons lose Pyro, but they get 1 in return.
Beats himself, so the Jade Dragons may have lost the Pyro. Should get this gold.
Gotta be fast. Sot stolen away 1. Not gonna take anything this time the roof now for Lasbra. The Jade Dragons, they take their window of opportunity. Primal Fury started up. Sot is here, a pluck by PBM. And the Primal Fury is good, but now PBM will be the one caught out. Has Scarab's Blessing, but may just delay the inevitable inside the middle of 4. Finds the double root. The turn away after Sot. Able to take him down and tries to get another one with him. Typhoon. Not enough to take out Nika, but Lasbra left by himself. Nika distracting 2. It's a double for Net. A Fury for the Dragons, but 3 for the Warriors.
The Jade Dragons have a little bit more fight back as Vote sinks some autos into SOT. Dragons nearby.
Fire Giant to all 5 of the Oni Warriors. Dardes and Vote nowhere near for the objective to even attempt to be sniped or stolen away. So Oni Warriors with their 3 kills after a Fury goes to the Dragons.
Keep the waves out, but it's not the same level of AoE DPS that a standard mage has.
Mike pulled back by Panatom, bursted by Pagon, gets the revive off just in time to go down once more. The Oni Warriors collapse in on the support of the Dragons. And now with 2 members of the Dragons not standing by, the Warriors can walk right into this Phoenix and take it no problem. Maybe even grab a pick alongside. It's a double for Sot as Dardes drops down. 2 gone from the Dragons. The Dragons haven't come back to base yet. Nika's down. It's just Vote and Lasbra's not even here to help defend until just now. Finds a taunt. A big taunt to get this one going. The crit coming through from Vote helps take down 1 in the sky as Vote to snipe back. And the Oni Warriors forced out of the throne room.
Man, it's the unpredictability of the Oni Warriors. I think the Dragons are right. Most teams would not go for the siege there. Jake, a bit of trouble. Vote, no access to the ultimate. Shouldn't be able to chase out too much. It's Netroid in no man's land.
Rooted, beads, dash in now by Laz and a taunt back. Netroid's got some good crits to fight back, but Vote wasn't there to follow up with a double stun. Vote takes down Netroid, but it takes him a lot longer than they had hoped to. Aegis now used, and Panatom will sweep in for the kill. An extra one for Sot, and now it's just Mike and Dardes left. Nika just
Those
respawning.
enhanced minion waves. Looping around the Fury from the Dragons. Gets him nothing. Maybe cost him Dardes.
Dardes pulled back. Typhoon up, no ult.
Wow.
Dardes gone. Rampage now for SOT with his 5 in a row.
Where do we defend? How do we play? Where are we going? These questions are rapid fire, and the Oni Warriors, if you even miss one answer, they're going to find something big on that. And it's not a great 1v1 for Panatom, even into Lazarus, if that's the case. Those block stacks, so detrimental to the auto attack combo. Shouldn't be able to go in, so he switches targets. He wants Mike.
And, well, Mike's probably going to have to go back to base. Lazarus goes in with Vote. Taunted back in, but gets up into the Colossal Fury. Not enough damage.
He's fine.
Are the snipes there? No, they are not. And even so, not enough damage from
This
Vote.
is what the screen's going to look like. You need to generate threat to make something happen.
Warriors are doing just that. A lot of damage through. Fire Giant nearly taken down. The Oni Warriors get the fire, and a huge Typhoon by Panatom to start the fight out. He's going to be out of this one. Lazaro will go in for some extra safety towards his teammate. Dardes trying to fire some shots back through, getting a lot, but SOT is untouched in the back line and hasn't taken a bit of damage up against the Dragons. He will force everybody back. A slow one to Mike will allow SOT to keep up the chase. And the Oni Warriors, Panatom specifically, starts that fight off
Good Lord.
massive as SOT just runs it down against the Dragons.
Yeah, that hasten, getting a whole lot of value there. Just WM1 for SOT. Has put himself in a pretty poor position, though. Should fall down eventually. Unless he takes Dardes with him, no way.
Oh, close. But it does open up a Phoenix on the left or I should say in the middle and right of the map. So Pagon of the Warriors grabs another 20 seconds until Vote is back. Lazarus rooted.
Yikes!
Twice and a damage from Pagon. The follow-up from the Oni Warriors. But a few low health bars. Jake and Panatom have got to be careful because Nika and Dardes are still alive. Stunned by Nika, but no follow-up from Dardes yet. The Titan down to half HP. Nika down to none. Pagon gets one. Dardes straight out. But the Dragons lose out, and it's the Oni Warriors taking it to game 3.
In the soul lane, as we figured it would be, but always good to get that extra confirmation. Remember, this one big. If the Oni Warriors win it, they are 2 games clear of the Jade Dragons over in the Chaos Division. If the Dragons win, they're in first place in the Chaos Division. A needed win here for the Jade Dragons to slow things down on the Oni Warriors side of the SPL. And we'll find out what happens at the end of this set with J-Mac, Mifflin, and Doug.
Big implications on this game early on in the phase for both of these teams. As mentioned, Oni Warriors, they win. They're undefeated. They've got a pretty nice lead in the Chaos Division. Jade Dragons win. Look at flip the tides just a little bit and get themselves kick-started as we move in towards the second half of the phase starting up next week. But it's all got to come down here now in game number 3.
Team fight, or it could be Nika. As I said earlier, a rotation from him could really start things up. Whereas SOT needs a little bit more itemization. Pagon could just be here.
Fast flicker out from Pagon, but he's surrounded by 3. Nika's joined the party. Dunked in by Panatom, but he's missed nearly everything. Does have the spin and one tap of the hammer to make it a 1-for-1 trade. Is off the map. Vote will be fine. Level 8. Compared. Riptide goes through. Ultimate hits awesome Jake. Lasbra gonna try and get this one to silence. Slows things down. A little more damage onto Jake. Somebody's got to get it. Didn't want to have to use the Typhoon. Wouldn't have needed to. Vote has the fadeaway auto to take him out.
CC that heads Lasbra's way could result in a death. Nika in first, finds Pagon, but that damage is low.
Oni Warriors take down the Fury. Jake, all by himself, gets caught out against the Jade Dragons, but now SOT up against Dardes trying to find a path back out. Will have Colossal Fury to go up and chase anybody else out.
Looking for the initiation themselves. And the Oni Warriors benefit greatly. Sure, Jake dies, but I don't think that a single Oni Warrior cares.
Oh, what? Just
that's double tap.
Double tap plus double ice combo from Pagon. Dardes is out for 30 seconds. Tier 1 that the Dragons just got has been returned in
tier
kind.
2 as well?
And maybe a couple of kills. PBM trying to juke as fast as he can. The wall is there, but not the hammer. Instead, it's Lasbra with a massive Typhoon comboed with Vote. Pagon and Panatom removed in an instant.
Back up. And Blink as well. If you can catch anyone isolated, could be big. Naturoid the target, but what have you done, Lazarus? Have you done too much?
Up 3 around him.
He's
3
done
hit
too much.
by the Typhoon. And
a classic jungle woe. You see this great initiation. You've got the damage output if those relics aren't up, and then they get used, and you think, man, We've been fighting for 5 minutes. Panatom up to the air, playing scout. Sees 3 in mid, 2 in right. Goes in mid.
What? Is he gonna full combo Laspra?
Dave,
No
that's how you do the
beads.
combo, by the way.
No beads available. 100-0 there for Panatom. Pagon almost taken out. Mike's trying to chase him out. The slow autos. Mike has the chance to kill Pagon. He's gonna need some back from Netroid. And there's a lot of crits.
He does not.
Not enough. With Netroid showing up, Mike falls. The Phoenix in tow. Laspra before that. And the Oni Warriors can now march over to mid.
If the Jade Dragons are there in time, and that's a big if now. 2 backs starting to be channeled, but is the bird going to be dead before they get there?
Nearly taken out. One more by Netroid. You can't body block those auto attacks. PBM goes into the middle of 4, but he's not by himself. Now he is. Laspra is out of the fight. PBM short to follow. Dunked in by Panatom. Gets the beads.
Wow.
But the Rivers Rebuke cuts off the only escape path that the Jade Dragons had in. The Oni Warriors. It took them a while in game 2, but it won't take them long in game number 3. It is just Mike left alive. They've got to fight against 4 of the Oni Warriors, and it will not be enough. Triple kill for Netroid, a couple for Panatom, and the set and undefeated streak continues for the Warriors.
Egg on my face, breaking down the 5-on-5 defense. It simply doesn't happen. 2 members of the Jade Dragons attempt to knock down the Pyromancer, give themselves a Runic Bomb and maybe a fighting chance. Instead, make it back to base a little bit too slow, get a bit overconfident in the chase down afterward, run into a Phoenix that's no longer there. It's not helping you in the fight. And in the 5-on-5, the Oni Warriors had every advantage.